Bartoo. All right, Ole Miss, Tulane. Talk to me.
I don't. You know something? You texted me about that because I think you said it opened at 7, and you wanted to know what I was thinking, and I just would. I'm not going to bet that. I don't know. I mean, right? I mean, common sense goes, okay, recruiter in the 70s, recruiter in the 20s, 7 points ain't nothing. It really isn't. I mean, that's my first reaction is I'll take Ole Miss -7. But Tulane compresses the game very good. They are extremely efficient offense and defensively. And, you know, they just got something going on right now that doesn't happen a whole lot for most programs. So, you know, my gut says Ole Miss -7. Logic says don't touch this because you just don't. I don't know what the motivation is on both sides. You know, Tulane's going to be up for it. You know, is Ole Miss really going to be up for Tulane given all the other big games they play all year?
I agree with that. I see.
You know, I mean, it's, you know, and I know, you know, people go, hey, it's a top 25 matchup. Right, but when you're Ole Miss and you're Mississippi State, how exciting! No, seriously.
I know, but rankings this early in the year, good hell. I mean,
oh no, they don't mean anything, right? They don't. But the Vegas line does mean something,
right?
I mean, these are the real smart people making this stuff. You know, it's designed for them to win, and they pay people a lot of money to be good at that. And so, you know, seeing a line like that, it's kind of like, really, is Tulane that well coached versus Ole Miss? Because I think Ole Miss staff is really good too. You know,
yeah, you've talked about how Lane Kiffin is the second best play caller in the league behind Heupel.
Yeah.
And also that Pete Golding is in the top half of the league as a defensive coordinator play caller.
They're rock solid. So I know Tulane's top 25, but is it exciting to get up for that when you play in the SEC? You're going to play at LSU in front of 100,000 people, Tuscaloosa 100,000 people, right, 80, 90,000
at home
people.
In front of 65,000
at home. You know, I mean, it's a zoo for an SEC game. So, you know, Tulane, yeah, they're top 25, but in terms of the excitement for the game, what is that on the list? Tulane's like maybe 7, 8, 6. You know, I mean, I think it's tough to get up for some of these games versus your schedule. So, you know, we'll see. But my gut on that, my response is the same thing as it was before when you texted me. Is like, oh, I'll take the 7, just because of the talent disparity there.
Okay, I already bet it. Ole Miss at 7. So 65.5 is the over/under, Bartoo.
Not touching that, right? I mean, look at you have really good play callers on both sides of the football here. Okay, you got Golding and Kiffin, right? And tell me how LSU is going to score enough points to beat a bunch of these teams in the West right now after last week. That'll be fun to watch that turn around. But you got Kiffin and Golding, all right. But for Tulane, you got Nagel, who is their offensive coordinator. He was actually their tight ends coach as of August last year. Got thrown into the position, boom, blew it up. Had a top 25 scoring efficiency offense last year. And they brought in the Troy DC, who had a top 15 defense last year at Troy. So, again, I mean, I think the coaching, both sides, absolutely rock solid. I just go back to that talent disparity. I think Ole Miss should be better than 7 points against Tulane every single day, no matter where that game is played.
Well, the line should be like 13, 14, 16.
Right? Is it a public perception line? Right? I mean,
is everybody thinking about last year and the fact that Tulane played Southern Cal in a bowl game and won? I mean, what are we doing? I don't know.
Well, again, it goes back to a lot of it has to do with perception. When you set a line, just because if I model Ole Miss by 11.8, but I know it's a top 25 matchup, I'm going to set the line where I'm getting better value. I want a bunch of people taking Tulane +7, Tulane +7.5, Tulane +8, because I'm at Tulane +11.8, right?
Okay.
11.9, right? So you are taking advantage of public perception.
Mm-hmm.
Don't miss one moment of the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds. Weekdays, 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. on ESPN 105.9. The Zone.